see how far you run. So 30 minutes, I don't really care of again how far, but every week we want to see a little bit of improvement. Okay, so that's what your Wednesday would look like. Let's say, for instance, would be that. The total workout again about 45 minutes. So no big deal there. The last workout, okay, the optional one we'll say for your Saturday is, and I'm going to send you this, is very simple. You are going to pick 4 exercises and you're going to do 10 reps of each. So you're going to do, like, let's say squats, push-ups, sit-ups, and sprawls. So you're going to do 10 of each of those and then repeat. You're going to do as many rounds as you can within 20 minutes, okay? And then you're going to finish off with, let's say 100 jumping jacks to finish off the set. Again, you're using something, or maybe go for a bike ride after, or go for a run after something. Again, the same thing as the burpee drill. You're cooling down with activity. Okay, that will help you sustain your wind for longer. Okay, now you can also pick 6 exercises, 20 reps of each, and as many rounds as you can in 30 minutes. So if you want to escalate things, you want to do a bigger workout, you can do that. You're still finishing off with 20 minutes of running or spin bike, or let's say some jumping jacks or skipping or something. But you want to finish about 20 minutes of cardio after this one. That's it. That's your whole week for training. Resistance, jiu-jitsu, conditioning drill, burpee drill. Jiu-jitsu, resistance, and then an optional workout on the Saturday. The burpee drill is the one that you're going to have to toughen up for. Whether you're recovered or you're not, doesn't matter. That one's got to happen. And that one has to happen under duress. If it's really hot out, do it outside. If it's really cold or something, do it with no shirt on. Like, do this as hard as you can, because this is your mental tough. There's no easy way to do this. There's no nice way to do it. It sucks. You're gassed the whole time, and you're trying to do that. And this will give you that mentality that when I'm rolling with somebody and I start getting tired, I laugh in my head, because I think about myself in this very room and in front of a puddle of sweat before anybody's even close to waking up in my neighborhood, and I'm just doing burpee after burpee after burpee. And so whether or not it gives you a ton of physical benefits, the mental benefits you get from it are huge. There is physical, though, for sure. I believe it's one of the best conditioning tools. I've said it before in many posts on Instagram. 6 count burpees are the absolute truth in conditioning, and I stand by that. So that's what your week looks like for that. There is one other thing that is extremely important for the exercise portion that I want to go over. Kellen, what are we looking at for time, buddy?
36 and a half minutes.
Okay. Sorry, I know this is taking a long time. I stand by these. It's 10-minute walks, or I do it on my spin bike after meals. So if you can do this every meal of the day, perfect. I do it usually 2 or 3 meals a day, sometimes 4, depending on the day. So right after you finish eating, you go and walk for 10 minutes. Doesn't have to be a crazy pace, just walk, right? Walk your dog if you have one, take your daughter out for a stroll or whatever. 10 minutes after you eat, right after you eat. It's amazing for regulating your blood sugar. It also digests things very quickly, so you can stay moving. You don't just eat and sit there. If you eat, walk around, and then you can sit, right? Then you can relax. Very, very, very important. So you want to do those as many times. So basically the whole week is resistance training, jiu-jitsu, which is your skill work, your conditioning work, which is your burpees and possibly your Saturday circuits, and your biking and running, and your 10-minute walks. Okay, 10-minute walks or 10-minute on your spin bike right after you eat. It's huge, but probably one of the biggest changes and best changes that I've made. And this is one thing that I prescribe to everybody that it's low-hanging fruit that anybody can do that will absolutely add to not only their fitness, but also their health in general and their longevity. So that's the training. Recovery. Recovery is very important when it comes to nutrition, recovery, diet. All 3 of those work hand in hand. If your recovery's off, your exercising might be off. If your exercising's off, your nutrition might be off. If your nutrition's off, your recovery's off. They're all intertwined. So with recovery, the biggest thing is sleep. You said that you sleep 6.5 hours a night. That's pretty good. That's about what I get too. I'd love to get more. I'd love to get 7 or 7.5, but that doesn't always happen. Doesn't always work out that way. So, if you can get more, get more. I think 7 to 8 is probably the average, but some people thrive on 6. So don't, you get what you think you should have. You can also improve the quality of your sleep. I have blacked out, like I wear like a mask. I tape my mouth shut so it's just breathing through my nose. I have one of those strips on my nose to open it up. Dark room, cold room, those things all help too. You can also do a thing called a non-sleep deep rest. It acts as like a nap for your nervous system. You can do that throughout the day, at lunch or maybe when you get home. It's really, really good to kick in recovery. Probably the best time to do these is right after you do a resistance session, or when you've done a hard jiu-jitsu session. You do this right after. It will kick your body into recovery. So what it is basically a body scan meditation that you listen to, and it kind of tells you what to focus on your body, and that resets your nervous system. I will send you a link for that as well, as I send that to most people, because it's a really good tool to recover. Your food too. If your body is working harder to digest your food, so if you're eating, like, again, a lot more processed food, your body might, and everybody's different with how they react to it. I react pretty well to processed food. I don't react well to like fried foods or pork and things like that, so I stay away from that for digestion. But if you're eating things that because you get to eat a lot, right? Your plan you get to eat a lot. You're gonna feel like you're eating a lot of food, which is great. Your body could be working overtime digesting that food if it's the wrong types of food. So you want to be cautious of what it does affect your recovery if you're not eating the foods that you digest well. Okay. So I think I've covered everything: your nutrition, your exercising, and your recovery. If you have any questions, please reach out. I will send you an email as well that will kind of snapshot all this stuff. But enjoy. If you have questions, please reach out. I'll be checking in on you sporadically for sure. And then I will see you on the mats as well. Kellen, we're good. You can stop it.